What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Runewords Reimagined, the show where I try to preoccupy my time with whatever I can to forget about that one time that my dad found my stash of porno under the bed. Today I'm bringing you a rune word that's going to be more of a utility rune word than anything else. So the rune word for today is going to be Distortion. Now what prompted me to do this was I was in Discord earlier and there was a conversation going on where somebody had been looking for a staff with teleport on it, but he wasn't able to do so. Another person in there actually recommended that he put on Distortion because Distortion, well here, let's get it set up first. So first of all, you're going to need a 3-socketed helm for this. After that, what you're going to need is an Ort rune, a Thol rune, and an Ith rune. So let's just go ahead and pop those in here right now. We got Ort, we got Thol, and we got Ith. And now we have made Distortion. The affixes on this are plus 4% faster run walk, 6% increased attack speed, and here's the important part, plus 1 to warp. Now you might be asking, what's warp? Warp is teleport with a cooldown. And as you can see, it has a required level of 23. So if you are a character that cannot find a staff with teleport on it, and you are a level 23 or above, and not a sorceress obviously, because you could just get teleport, then this rune word right here will help you a lot. Because at least for now, although it's not a perfect teleport, because you will have a small cooldown on there, at least this way you can level up with this right here until you can get high enough to either A, find something that has that on there, or B, if for some crazy reason you're playing a source and you haven't put any points in the teleport, you can put points in the teleport. Or even if you just want to wait to put a point in the teleport and for some reason you want to just put your points everywhere else first, you could do this too, because it'll help save you some time. Now obviously you can't just go right back to the merchant and keep looking over and over and over again, but who wants to sit there for an hour waiting for that merchant to actually finally get a staff with teleport on it? I don't know many people that do. This also gives you plus 11 to all attributes, which is definitely going to help you out. If anyone is wondering, this can actually roll from 3 to 5% faster run walk. It can roll from 6 to 10 increased attack speed, and it can also roll from 10 to 15 of all attributes. This one is giving me cold resistance of 39%, lightning resistance of 39%, fire resist of 9%, poison resist of 9%, and 15% damage taken goes to mana. So let's talk about damage taken goes to mana for a second. So damage taken goes to mana doesn't do what a lot of people seem to think that it does. The verbiage is a little weird there, and it kind of makes people feel like it's implying that instead of taking damage, that it will go to your mana pool and you'll lose the damage in your mana pool instead. For example, they think that, okay, well if I get hit by 100 points, then 15 points is going to go to the mana pool instead. That's not how it works. The way that it works is if, say you get hit for 100, and right now we have 15% damage taken goes to mana. You take 100% of that damage, but 15% of whatever that number is, in this case 15, will go into your mana pool. Now, it's not the best affix in the world, but if you have a character that is really suffering from never having enough mana, then it can help you. I wouldn't recommend stacking this and trying to prioritize damage taken goes to mana over other stats that might be more beneficial to you. For example, faster hit recovery if you happen to be a barbarian. But it is something that if it is on an item that you have, it can help you if you're having that struggle. Like I said, it's not the best helm ever, but it can help you out, especially in the early game up to about mid-nightmare level, before you find something that's going to be better, or you can craft something that's going to be better for your character to put on so that you can have better gear. Now, that's why I'm trying to say that this right here is a great utility for you if you cannot find teleport and you absolutely feel like you need it. It can also be a way to get your character out of bad situations. Let's say you're a barbarian. I could see myself using this as a barbarian if I was having issues with getting mobbed and just getting destroyed. First of all, you should probably work on your life leech, but if you can't do that, then at least having this will save you some time. Now this part should probably be self-evident, but let's talk about equipping warp, because sometimes people won't know. I'm not going to assume that every single person in here is a hardcore fan, so let's just say you don't know how to do that. You're going to pop the helmet on, get out of here, get out of there. You're going to come over here to where your spells are, and as you can see right here, here is warp. You're just going to click on that. You can hotkey it if you want to. You don't have to. You can just leave it there if you want. I would recommend hotkeying it if you're going to be using it to try to get out of some sticky situations. But as you can tell, you now have access to a teleport. The cooldown is not the best. Obviously, it takes about 2-3 seconds, about 2 or 3 seconds. But if you can do that, run around enemies, right? Keep going, and then you can teleport again. You see what I'm saying? How this can actually help you out quite a bit, especially because it's such a cheap rune word to make. I would definitely recommend this if you're having that issue. So I think that just about wraps it up. Thank you all for being here again, and I will see you next time. Later.